Hey YouTube, this is Eric from Thump'em Up Fishing. It's been a while since I've shot a video here on Lake Texoma. One of the things I've been doing is just working on my sea hunt and trying to improve it and get it ready for the fishing season. So I thought I'd take a quick few minutes to show you around my boat. This is a Seahunt BX22BR bay boat, and what I like about it's got a very large casting deck. You can see I got a few leaves on it from catching bait this morning. It's got rod holders on both sides, and I have 7-foot rods. You're supposed to be able to hold 6 or 7, but what I found is you can put several rods in each one. So I've probably got about 10 or 12 in that one. So this is my other side. I've got a few rods in here with lures already pre-rigged up, so I could drop a spoon or throw a popper if I see some top water. And then in the center section, plenty of room for storage. I've got my tackle box, my thumper, a bunch of soft baits, everything else. As you can see, I've set up my rod holders on the side for striper fishing. I've also got 6 rod holders here. I've got my bimini top, which I have unfolded because I'm going to put it down when it gets a little bit hotter today. And then I've also got 4 rod holders along the back. In the back there are 2 seats that you can see that can fold up, a live well which I use as a cooler, and then underneath that where the thumper is, there's also a bait bucket and 2 nets that go inside the bait bucket for catching bait. It's a nice center console. One of the things I liked about the Seahunt was it has this middle live well. You can see it's a pretty good sized live well. I've got about 60 shad in there. And one of the things I did is I actually created an aerated filter. So I've got a venturi valve on this one. It's got filter inside, more filter, and then carbon. So it's a 3-stage aeration filter to get the pneumonia and the trash out of the water from the shad. And that seems to be doing well. I've got the recirculator live well going, and I've got the venturi aeration going as well. So that seems to be keeping the shad pretty happy so far. I got both graphs set up, so I've got a hummingbird linked to my Altera that you see up front. I've also got a Garmin here, and I have another Garmin that I can mount on the front when I'm chasing shad. Then the other thing I did for catching bait is I've got this big 22-inch LED light bar that shines up the night. It's also powered by a 200 horse Yamaha, so it could probably do about 45. I think the most I've ever done is 38, but it can get up and go. It's a fast moving boat. It's really got this Carolina flare, so I'll try and show you what that looks like. If I hold the hat over the side here, you can see how the bow kind of flares away. That's really helpful when there's a lot of spray, because it pushes the spray away from your boat. It doesn't get nearly as wet. Unfortunately, the boat's a little dirty because I've been casting it and got mud and stuff in the boat, but got a raw water rinse that I can use to rinse that down as well. So hopefully this was a nice walkthrough. I used to have my my Lund here because it fit in my garage, but when I moved up to Texoma, this boat was really too big to pull in my Highlander. I didn't want to buy a new car, so I ended up getting a slip at Little Mineral Marina, and that's where I keep my boat. So it's very convenient, but hopefully this gives you some good insight into a BX22BR. It's a great boat. I highly recommend it, especially for Texoma. I've been out here in 25-mile-an-hour winds, you know, pretty choppy conditions, pretty rough conditions, and it's just another day in the office for this boat. So thanks, and I hope you enjoy the video.